pain grows, can't ignore. Laugh or cry, take your stand. Phil's got the mic and he's in command. Lights go down, the crowd ignites. Chaos reigns on Monday night. Suck it, Phil, feel the fire burn. Ripping through the night, no return. Raise your fists, let the madness flow. This is war, welcome to the show. Lightning strikes, baseline growls, shaking lights. No escape, no retreat. Monday's wrath, feel the hate. Suck it, feel the fire burn. Ripping through the night, no return. Raise your fists, let the madness flow. This is war, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Suck it, Phil. The crowd screams loud.
Suck it, Phil. Suck it, Phil. Suck it. That's my favorite line. Suck it.
I know it is. I know it is. Hello, everybody. Joyous day at Vatican West. Joyous day.
Yes, joyous day.
If you haven't seen the Discord, the Papal Roddy had a battle of evil with the FedEx truck and emerged victorious.
Yes.
Victorious, I tell you.
Yes.
Victorious.
I still say you let us go to war with FedEx.
I'm all for it. They can't, they hit my dog. They can't find my address. They always drop my packages at the street. I live on a place, right? And they go to street. And so I've gotten to know the person with the same house number a block over because they drop, and it's FedEx. It's never UPS. It's never the post office. DHL, for Christ's sakes, can find my house. But for some reason, FedEx can't.
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
They're on a clock. It's on the clock.
Yes. She has had a few scrapes and scratches and had to have some stitches. She lost part of her ear. Just kind of the tip.
But
and
she's
she's
lucky.
fine. Yeah,
Yes.
very fine. No broken bones, no internal injuries. Her blood work is great.
Thank God.
Yeah. So no internal bleeding. So we are very, very, very thankful.
Yes, we all are.
Yeah. All right. What?
Excuse me. Bad company.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to.
They hit Zoe. They'd have rolled that. She'd have rolled that truck.
Why isn't that showing on screen?
It says, at least you had a dog for them,
Yeah. No, I'm trying to show Sethel's comment, but so Sethel says, having worked for FedEx. Oh, now it comes up. Okay.
Hi, sweet wifey.
Yeah. Well, this was like actually during the day, but yeah. And as a younger kid, so I think he was freaked out. But at any rate, all's well that ends well. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. And why did I have my other? Why do I have both of me on here?
There's two Phils now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's 5 or 6 actually.
Oh my God.
If you account for all of my personalities.
Oh my God.
So anyway, how was everybody else this Monday?
Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen! So how was your Monday, Gia?
It was good. I love Mondays. I love Monday.
Of course you do.
Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
I love Monday. I love early mornings and classical guitar. I love Mondays.
Of course you do. You probably like 11th century English poetry too.
No. I just love Mondays and productive days. And I don't know. It's a new start, you know? It's a new week, a new start.
Yeah.
And my internet's all back. Yesterday was a disaster. The whole community was out from about 1 in the afternoon till about 8:30 at night. No phone, no internet, no music, no nothing. It was so horrible.
Now, when you does your car give you like traffic updates on your GPS?
I don't have GPS.
What?
I don't have navigation in my car. You mean navigation? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have it. I don't have it.
Oh.
I always
Okay.
know where I'm at. I'm old school.
Well, okay, so my GPS gives, like live traffic updates. So like when you're driving, it'll be like there's an accident reported, so many miles ahead.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, it'll have a pop-up little message and says, "Is it still there?" And it rarely is. My internet, they've been doing some sort of update on some shit. And so we get a text that says, "Hey, you're going to have a power outage, for about an hour between like 3 and 5 as we're doing these updates." Nothing happens. No outages, no nothing. This is like Wednesday. So then like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and parts of today, we have intermittent outages.
Yeah.
Which are not the day they told us we were going to have outages. And then we get a text that go, "Well, we've cleared it all up. Are you still having problems?"
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yes. Yes.
See, and I couldn't even sign into their website. Everything was down. My internet provider, everything was. I couldn't sign in. I couldn't find out what was going on. Then I finally got to chat with Oliver, their AI thing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he's Oliver. He's the AI chat. And he let me sign up for notifications, and it was a major outage. But my music, my Sonos radio, which I need Wi-Fi for, couldn't use it. Had to listen to crap off my iPad, which is shit. It was just it was horrible what they did to me. It was horrible.
Okay, so it's your iPad that you have music on, and you're complaining that it's shit.
Well, listening from my iPad is shit.
Oh, okay.
Listening on my Sonos speakers to Pandora or Apple Music is beautiful because I have, I have a sound bar in my living room. I have a Sonos speaker in my kitchen. It's beautiful. They took all that away from me. They took it all away.
Sons of bitches. Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thank you, Parson, for the lovely comment in 1492 when Gia sailed the ocean blue. They didn't have GPS.
True. That's true. Columbus was some guy. Yeah.
fancy dresser.
Yeah.
Dresser.
Yeah.
The bloomers.
Those puffy sleeves and everything. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that was a puffy jacket.
Yeah,
That
it was a puffy jacket. Yeah. Yeah.
NCR, you gonna join in the conversation or sit there like a bump on a log?
I could be a bump on the log. I'm just
No.
biding my time and patience.
Well, how was your Monday?
It was a Monday. What more could I say?
It was a
See?
Monday.
Exactly.
See?
Exactly. See, NCR and I are on the same page as far as Mondays go. You are the weirdo.
I am. I have never denied that.
I had to deal with a new sponsor issue. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, so don't want to get too much out until all the details are fixed, but there were some issues and we're trying to fix them.
Well, hopefully you get it fixed. I hope.
Yeah, they said it's going to take a few days. They'll get back to me. If not, I'll have to email them again and then call them and add them to the list of people to throw muffins at.
Well, we have an exciting show tonight. An exciting show because we have soft sets. Soft sets galore.
I don't know. I think I had a pretty wild show last night.
I'm sorry, I missed the show last night.
Well, you had a reason to.
Yeah.
The Bears won.
The Bears won. The Packers didn't lose.
Yeah, what does that do? Is that just like how long did they play? One overtime and that's it?
They play one overtime. Each team gets a possession.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And unless the defense scores, then that team wins. So the Bears or the Cowboys' possession took up most of the overtime period. They left about 4 minutes left, and kicked a field goal. So the Packers get a possession, and if they score a touchdown, then they win. And it goes down to the last second. They kick a field goal to tie. So it ends in a tie.
Okay.
So it's pretty anticlimactic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Dave, for the $2 super chat. Do we need soft set bingo cards tonight? It would not hurt. It would not hurt because I have a variety of things and may actually work out. May actually work out today. The first guy we have starts out as a soft set and then kind of changes his tune as it goes on. So we will see. And this is one of my favorite judges for soft sets. And I want to say he's a magistrate, and I think he's out of Washington. But this comes from
This sovereign citizen is trying a new argument, or at least one that I've never heard before. He's citing case law from 103 years ago about railroads that haven't existed for 75 years or more. Whatever script he's reading from, and whatever questionnaire he's using, was probably one step away from being completely written by AI. And for it, this guy probably paid 3 easy installments of $19.95. The biggest clue that you're about to hear, a specious argument from a soft sit, comes when he can't make it through the first sentence without mispronouncing a word. Let's roll it.
It's being broadcast, or whatever you call it.
Okay.
All right, good afternoon. We will begin in case 25M001076. It's entitled The People of the City of Marshall versus Leonard Jr. Cousineau. Is that your name, sir?
Cousineau.
Cousineau.
Leonard Jr. Cousineau.
Yeah, I keep mispronouncing it. I apologize. I forgot that I needed to broadcast this on YouTube, but we had gone through what the citation alleges, which is an expired plate, and that we're going to be you're scheduled for a hearing today. When I asked whether you wish to admit or deny, you indicated you initially wanted to deny responsibility because essentially you had a motion to dismiss. Is that correct?
Yes, I had no motion to dismiss.
And this motion was, your first statement to the court was that you indicated the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code was not, at least this violation was not applicable to you because you weren't driving in a commercial sense. Is that correct?
Yes, and I'd like to ask the officer if I was hauling anybody or unloading or loading anything in my car.
Well, I will ask
That was,
the officer.
yeah, it was commercial.
Officer Dickinson, was there anyone else in the vehicle?
There was not.
Okay, and was well, Mr.
Kuzno, you got it.
I will get it right one of these times, and I'll keep getting it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean no disrespect. Okay, so I think that the officer would grant that you were not driving for commercial profit in any way.
Hi, baby.
Yes.
At least that's my understanding. Is that
baby.
correct, Officer Dickinson?
Affirm.
Okay.
Hi, my baby.
So go ahead with your motion, I suppose, sir.
Hi,
I
baby.
motion to have it dismissed.
Hi, my baby.
Well, on the basis just that the Michigan
Oh, on
Motor
why?
Vehicle Code.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, hold on. The enhancement caused by the commercial MVC covered by the traffic law enforcement education, yes or no? And then the Michigan Vehicle Code Act 300 of 1949, an act provides the registration, titling, sale, transfer, and regulations of certain vehicle operations upon the public highways of this state. So the Officers Act clearly states that only certain vehicles are liable to the Michigan Motor Vehicle.
Matt, yes, I believe he is related to Quiznos. And his argument is going to go about as well as Quiznos is doing because they've closed quite a few of them.
Vehicle Code. Do you know the vehicles are liable to be regulated? Answer yes or no.
All vehicles. Well, it seems like you're reading from a questionnaire and it's
I'm
a
reading
flow chart
from.
of some sort. So the idea is, here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you about the law. Okay.
Yeah, it's about the law.
Michigan Compiled Law 257.255, which is part of Public Act, well, the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code. Michigan 1949 Public Act 300 applies to it applies to any motor vehicle being operated on a highway or other place open to the public, whether it's for commercial purposes, for entertainment, for to reach a destination, for any purpose. If it's a motor vehicle and it's operated on the highways, Michigan Compiled Law 257.255 does apply, and the Michigan law does require that all motor vehicles, no matter what their purpose is, well,
it doesn't. Michigan's compiled law, the Supreme Court ruled not against that.
What case was that, sir?
Hold on. Let me get it here. Okay, quoting from Grand Rapids, GH&M RY Company versus Stevens, ETAL 219 Michigan 332.
Now you will like this, Gia. You will like this. You will like this case he's quoting.
1922 at 337.
Okay, what does it say at 337 there? On page 3037, what does the Michigan Supreme Court say?
It says 337, a highway is a public way for the use of public and general passage and traffic without distinction. Star versus C&A Railroad Company, 4ZAP 597. The restrictions upon the use of only such as are calculated to secure to the general public the latest practical benefit from the enjoyment of the easement.
And
the inconvenience must be submitted to when they are only such as an incident to a reasonable use under impartial regulations. When the highway is not restricted, it is dedication of some particular mode of use if the is open to the situation methods and cannot be assumed that these will be the same from age to age, or that new means a making way useful must be executed merely because their introduction may trend to be inconvenience or even to injury of those who continue to use road after the same manner as formerly a highway established for the general benefit of passage and traffic must admit the new methods of use, whether it's found that the general benefits requires them and the law should prelude the adoption of the use of the methods. It would defeat in greater or less degree the purpose for which highway are established.
Okay, I am looking at that case. The first thing I would let you know is, do you know what the Grand Rapids?
Okay, so do you think he understands anything he just read?
No.
Did you hear anything that said that registration is not required?
No.
No.
Was he driving a train?
Well, the judge is getting to that.
GH and MR company is?
A railroad.
Right, it's a railroad. So this is a case from 1922, 103 years ago-ish. And it's a case where the Michigan Supreme Court was essentially ruling about rules and regulations on a rail that's on, like a streetcar, essentially, a rail that's over a highway in an easement. It has nothing to do with a person traveling in a sedan in 2025 on a public roadway.
Womp womp.
So there you go, Gia.
Wow.
It's a streetcar named Desire.
What a brilliant, brilliant idea this guy had. I get it. I get it.
I understand your argument. Do you have any other kind of cases
Nobody
that
does.
you think
Nobody
actually
understands
apply
your
to this
argument.
situation?
Yes, here's another one. Each citizen has the absolute right to choose for himself
Okay, you
mode and
operate a
conveyance
train.
he desires, whether it be wagon or carriage.
I understand.
Horse,
So
motor.
I'm not trying to be rude. I might be succeeding. I'm trying to be more efficient. I think your argument is, please correct me if I'm wrong, that somehow the requirement that you have a registration plate on your vehicle is an impediment to the constitutional right to travel. Is that correct?
No.
No.
Okay. What are you telling me then?
Ordinary use
Ordinary use.
on a public road. Nothing
What about
commercial.
I didn't say anything about commercial.
No,
I
was
said,
just
are
saying
you trying to tell me that the law that requires you to have a registration plate is illegal because there is a constitutional right to travel?
Yes. No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, yeah,
No.
Okay, what are you telling me then?
I don't know.
Or ordinary use of the public road.
Right?
You can walk on it, dude.
What about ordinary use of the public road?
A fundamental right.
The right to travel. I'm familiar with the argument. It's been made by others. You're not the first and probably not the last to make that argument. I have ruled before, and I would rule again. The idea behind the thought that it's unconstitutional to require somebody to have a license plate on their car or to have insurance or something like that is an unconstitutional violation of the right to travel is simply not true. The Michigan Court of Appeals has decided that, and frankly, that's a misapplication of the phrase right to travel because, of course, there's nothing that requires you to travel by personal motor vehicle and choose to do so voluntarily. And then if you do so, Michigan requires that you have insurance. It requires that you have a non-expired registration plate. You could still travel to Ohio or any place else you want. You could do it by foot. You could do it by train. You could do it by bus. You could
walk, dude.
ride in somebody else's car, right? But the idea is
not the right
there
to
is
travel,
no
then.
right. It's the requirement that you have a registration plate and that it be current does not run afoul of the U.S. Constitution's right to freely travel. Now, is there any other argument you want to make about your motion?
It's just the right to use the public highway? Not to
We all
travel,
have the right to use it, and the right to the right of the government in Michigan to say you can use this public highway only if you have an operator's license, you have a valid registration plate, and you have a minimum amount of insurance does not run afoul of the Constitution.
Yeah, that's not what I see the law says. That's why.
I understand we may disagree, but frankly, the court interprets the law, and that's why I'm here. So I'm going to deny your motion to dismiss. Do you still wish to have a hearing on the case, or are you willing to admit that, you know, on that day you did not have you had an expired registration plate on the vehicle?
No, I guess I'll have to go to court.
Okay. Well,
Okay, now we're going to get into why it is that he really is trying this argument out. And it's not because he's a true believer.
here's how this works. It's an informal hearing. So what I'll do is I'll put both of you under oath. The plaintiff in the case, which is the city of Marshall, represented by Officer Dickinson, has the burden of proof. The burden of proof in a case like this is called by a preponderance of evidence. After I put you both under oath, Officer Dickinson, who has the burden of proof, will present her case first. There aren't any rules of evidence that we have to worry about. There is one rule about the presentation, and that is that the court can consider only evidence which is relevant. After Officer Dickinson presents her case, Mr. Cousineau, you're going to
Yes, you got it.
present your
Perfect.
case. Finally,
Yeah.
you get to present your case. Again, you can produce anything into evidence that's relevant. And after both sides have presented their cases, I'll render a decision. Either side can appeal that decision within 7 days. Mr. Cousineau, if you were to appeal the decision, then you would have to put up the fines, costs, and fees as a bond pending appeal. Do you understand the process at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Can you both raise your right hands, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Officer Dickinson
I do.
and Mr.
I have a
Cousineau.
question.
I do.
Very good. Officer, if you would begin, please.
I have a question.
Oh,
Around
hold on.
7:57 a.m.
Yes.
Now, he was sworn in to tell the truth. Does that mean
Yes.
he has to finally admit that this is all bullshit and he's just making it up?
What happened with this dude, you're going to find out, is just what happens with a lot of these people is he's driving a car that he got out of storage. And he just simply didn't have time to get it registered. And instead of just going, okay, I screwed up, I'll pay my fine, he's latched onto this argument. He's not a true believer. He's just the guy who found himself in a situation that was unusual, and he's just trying to get out of it. That's the long and short of it. He eventually comes around, actually. So,
On 4:25, I observed Mr. Cousineau traveling on West Michigan Avenue with a green expiration date of July 2024 on his license plate. When I stopped him, he explained that it was in storage and that he didn't have the current registration and that somehow it got missed because he was moving because Ford was buying his house down in Michigan Ave. I explained to him that I had Lean in my computer, which is a law enforcement information network, and it's connected to the Secretary of State and updated as current as their system is, and they confirmed that his registration was expired, so I wrote him a citation under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code 257.255 for expired registration.
All right. Anything further you want me to consider at this point, Officer Dickinson?
Nope.
Look at you.
All right. Mr. Cousineau? Is there
I'd
anything?
like to know where she I didn't have a green sticker, I don't think, on my car. It's a military plate.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
That's all I have to say, really. Except
Okay.
that, you know,
Officer Dickinson, I guess I don't know what color the plate stickers were or anything else. Do you have a recollection about whether this was a military plate or not?
I'm looking at my body cam right now. He does have a Army plate, possibly.
Is it a state of
So it
Michigan
does
sort of
look a little-
commemorative plate that says that
Yes,
has the
with
like,
the
US
Army
symbol?
decal
Okay.
on the right-hand side. So you're right. He had no sticker that I'm seeing at all. So I must have got the July 2024 date from the computer where it says the date that it expired. I'm mistaken. I did not see a green
Damn
sticker. I'm
bug.
sorry.
That's all right. Mr. Cousineau, are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
Okay, case closed. She didn't see a sticker. Like Chili, he's going to prove she's a liar. She lied on the stand. It's perjury.
Damn
What's open and shut?
yes,
Okay. And I take it your birthday is in July?
yeah.
Okay. And
Yes, sir.
well, anything else you want me to consider, Mr. Cousineau?
Just consider that I had an appointment to get everything, and you know, I just got it out of storage. Isn't
Okay.
there a leeway in that?
No, but I will consider it. It doesn't change whether you're responsible for the civil infraction or not, but I understand why you want to say that, and I understand that predicament. Anything else, Officer Dickinson?
No.
All right. Well, I've listened very carefully to the testimony, and it's pretty much undisputed that the defendant was operating a motor vehicle on West Michigan Avenue back on April 25th of 2025, and from both parties, but the officer had testified that she noticed that plate had been expired. She checked the law enforcement information network. It indicated it was expired, and Mr. Cousineau has testified here today that it was a military plate. He had gotten it out of storage, and he had an appointment in the future for the Secretary of State so he could make that plate be essentially not expired. Given those facts and those circumstances, I do find you responsible.
silly.
It cost you $700 to get that.
Yeah, 700 and some dollars.
All right.
It was over
And you-
700.
And you went and paid it?
Yes, yeah, I paid it when my appointment was up.
Well, in light of that, I do find you responsible, but instead of assessing $110, what I'll do is assess $90 because I think the Secretary of
What an
State
idiot.
penalized you quite a bit financially.
What an idiot.
Yes,
But I do obviously have to enforce the law as it's written. So what I'm going to do is indicate that I'm finding you responsible. You'll have to pay $90. Total fines, costs, and fees. Can you have that paid by July 15th, or do you need more time?
yeah.
What an idiot.
I got to get to Battle Creek. I moved now, so I'm
Well,
ways
you can.
away.
I believe they have a way you can pay it online.
Now, see here, if you got a ticket for that, right, as you went and subsequently got it taken care of, the officer generally will just simply dismiss the ticket.
Yeah, exactly. What an idiot.
But I don't want to pay $90. That's not what the internet told me.
I know. It's just normally here, usually if you have a failure to present insurance or failure to have your driver's license.
Yeah, it's a fix-it ticket. Yeah.
Usually if you get those things taken care of, even if it's after the fact. So yeah, you didn't have your registration current, when you got the ticket. If you then, between the time that you got the ticket and you go to court, that you got that taken care of, they generally dismiss it. Because all they really care about is you're in compliance. They don't really care about the fine's not really the point. It's that you got what you're supposed to have. So I'm just kind of surprised that he's already got this taken care of now, because he said he paid $700. That the officer didn't go, well, let's just drop it. But
Now, or you can pay it in the mail.
Oh,
If you
I
use a
can
credit
do
card,
that, yeah.
Yeah, if you use a credit card, they'll add a credit card fee. But do you want me to give you till the end of July? Will that help?
Yes. Can they send a check to him, a personal check, or no?
Yeah, you can. Basically, when you get a copy of the judgment, if you have any questions about how to pay it, you can call the district court clerk's office, which is the same number you called originally to say you wanted an informal hearing. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Do you have my right address now?
Well, I don't know. That's the next thing I was going to ask.
It's
the notice that
9009 McCain Road.
Okay, well, we're done with that one because this is just now the end of that. But there you go. So he's not really a true
30 silver coins. A hat.
Yeah. He's not really a true believer in it. He just simply,
somebody tried to convince him to do this.
Yeah.
Somebody was off camera trying to convince him to do this.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
When you see a sausage like him just finally own up, it's like the worst thing you can be told by your parents is, "I'm not mad at you, I'm just really disappointed in you right now."
Right.
And you just get all like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
That's what it's like with him. He's just like,
oh.
He breaks it down to him. He's like, "Oh man, really? All right, I'll pay. Can I pay by check?"
Well, now we have a true believer on a traffic stop. This comes from a channel called Street Law.
On January 4th, 2024, police stopped Joshua Neely after discovering his car's registration was suspended for mandatory insurance. When officers approached, Neely refused to provide his license, insurance, or even his name, and his behavior only made the situation more complicated.
Yeah, of course. Driver's license, insurance?
What am I being detained for?
You're being detained because your plates are suspended mandatory insurance and it's subject to tow. Can I please get your driver's license and insurance?
I committed a crime.
Can I get your driver's license?
I committed a crime, sir.
Your plates are suspended.
What crime did I commit?
All right, so your plates are suspended.
Is that a crime?
Yes, absolutely. So you are being detained. I am requiring you to give me your driver's license.
I committed a crime.
Yes.
What crime did I commit?
Suspended registration, mandatory insurance. So please hand me your driver's license and insurance, sir.
I do not want to handle with my driver's license, sir.
Okay, so
there's no crime. I did not commit a crime.
Okay,
You're
sir.
saying I'm being detained.
Yes.
What crime did I commit?
Suspended registration, mandatory insurance.
I did not kill anybody.
I didn't say you did.
I was not driving under the influence.
I did not
have a weapon.
No.
And I'm complying.
So here, I'm telling you, sir. Your registration is suspended for mandatory insurance. That is a crime. I am requiring you to give me your driver's license. You need to, or you will be arrested. That's why what I would suggest is
to give my ID.
But
you're saying
my suggestion is you comply with my orders because it's going to escalate. I'm trying to give you because you're not listening to me. You need to provide that to me. All right? You need to.
Can I give her my phone so she gets by and come get her?
What? My suggestion is you do that because if you don't, you could get arrested. So
I didn't commit a crime.
I already told you.
You're telling me something that isn't a crime.
It is a crime.
Wouldn't it be great if you could just get out of anything because you don't think it's a crime?
Yep.
I'm gonna go rob a bank. You can't arrest me. That's not a crime.
Yep. And you know these people make no money because their time means nothing. It's
no,
like,
Your Honor. I
would give you my license. Yep. Get me out of here.
Arrest me for robbing the Hot Topic. I was trying to oppress the goth girls. You can't arrest me for that.
Hot Topic. God, I haven't heard that in a while. Hot Topic. What a store. Damn, that store.
I mean, I could kill somebody because, it's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Yeah, it's not a crime.
I'm telling you, it's not a crime. Like, how do these people function in the real world?
They don't. That's the problem. They don't.
They
don't. But they vote. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah.
I don't think they vote.
I don't think these kind of people vote, actually.
I don't know. I don't know.
What? I'm not giving my information. If you feel like
Hot Topic is wild. Wow. It's wild.
Although there was the guy who threatened to call Donald Trump a sob set when he was pulled over, because Donald Trump told him it wasn't a crime.
Was that the guy who was praying to Donald Trump?
Yep.
Please, Lord, save you, said Donald Trump. Lord, praise Donald Trump.
He's gonna get a pardon. He's gonna get a pardon from his traffic ticket.
It was over a PO box or something. He wouldn't pay his something. I forget, but he was in his car crying and praying to Donald Trump.
Yep. Cross in the mouth, just Lord Donald Trump, please send your angels to save me. Pardon me from this wicked man.
Or my favorite was the woman who was training the FBI on the right to travel. She had a associate's degree from college, and then it turns out that they had warrants for their arrest, which is why they didn't have. But it's a federal law. It's a federal law. She's training the FBI on the right to travel. The cops were like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, I used to go to Spencer's with my daughter and get embarrassed. I'd be like, "Oh my God, look at that T-shirt! Oh my God!" She's laughing at me. Mom, get real.
Okay,
there's crap out there. I'd be like, "How can they put that on a T-shirt?" She's like, "Mom."
I'm going to get arrested for that, then
what I would suggest,
I don't consent to it. I don't consent
no,
to it.
you don't have to consent.
You need my information. You need my license and all that. You need me to consent to give that to you.
No.
You can't take my license or my stuff out of my pockets. That's illegal.
So, what I'm trying to help you out here.
I shouldn't have
you need to provide that information to me.
No, I don't need to do that because it requires my consent.
No.
I don't have to give you my personal information.
You asked me what crime did you commit in order for me to acquire your driver's license and name and date of birth. I told you that. You're not accepting of that, but it is required. Yes, it is.
I did not commit a crime. You know what a crime is.
Yes.
When you pull me over, I have to be doing something
illegal
dangerous on the road.
No.
Illegal, dangerous on the roads. Right? And then, like I say, I was pulling over to a safe stop, and the person jumped in front. So now I'm looking like, okay,
She did get hit?
Yeah. She jumped in front.
Yeah, your license is a contract with the state. Dummy.
Yeah, he is. And is she okay? Pull up. Is she okay?
Now listen to this. He hasn't committed a crime, but he hit a pedestrian. But back this up here slightly.
Jumped in front. So now I'm looking like, okay,
She did get hit?
Yeah. She jumped in front. Yeah, he is. And is she okay? Pull up. Is she okay?
That would be your job to find out, dude.
Is she okay?
You need to provide that information.
Is she okay? Is the lady okay?
You need to provide
that information. Is the lady okay?
To me.
Is the lady okay?
What I would suggest is
I did not commit a crime. I did not commit a crime.
So you just talked about pulling over, somebody jumped out in front of you. They tell you got hit, and you're going, "I didn't commit a crime."
Hit and run. Hit and run.
You hit a pedestrian.
But is she okay?
But is she okay? Yep. 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 I'd be crying in the street if I hit somebody. You know what I mean? I'd be crying in the street. Calling 911, crying in the street.
Yep.
Or an animal. I'd be devastated. These people have no
I bet this guy drives for FedEx. I bet this guy drives for FedEx.
Yeah. If you wanna,
What?
I did not commit a crime.
He just.
I got pulled over. I did not commit a crime. Now you need my consent. I want to know what crime I committed.
Now, regardless of whether or not, like, the pedestrian is at fault or not, he's actually has a suspended license, so he should not be driving at all. So now he is immediately at fault because he shouldn't have even been there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's not a crime.
Yep.
So what federal law said I committed a crime?
This is why you want insurance. This is why you want liability insurance.
Yes.
Because people are idiots.
Yes.
Yep.
I want to know what crime I committed.
Listen
A crime.
Listen
The
to me.
definition of a crime.
Listen to me. I'm being patient. But I'm telling you. No, listen. Let me talk. All right. Listen. I told you the crime. You were just involved in a 1050. That woman got
What's
hit.
a 1050? Excuse me.
Car crash.
Excuse me,
A
right?
car crash.
I have the right to pull over to a safe stop to yield to you.
Safe stop. You hit someone.
I didn't hit somebody. She walked
All
in
right.
the street and I stopped.
All right.
So hold on,
And
let me
then
ask you this.
another
Sir,
thing
let me
is-
ask you this, sir. Can I ask you this? If you would not flash me to pull over to a safe spot to pull over to, would that have occurred?
You went through a red light.
Would that have occurred? You can't stop in the middle of the road. Can you not? You cannot stop in the middle of the road.
Okay, you have a suspended registration. You shouldn't be driving. So if you weren't driving illegally, would it have occurred?
Show me the victim.
Forget what the cops got. The woman you hit is the victim. Like,
you can prove that.
Oh my God.
These kind of people don't have corgis. They don't have corgis. Are you kidding? Bad company. These kind of people don't have corgis. They have Rottweilers. They have Rottweilers.
I hear there is a rumor that a corgi may be behind the awful religious attack on my papal Roddy.
Yeah,
it's attack of religious freedom.
Some landscaper from California was driving the FedEx.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. Cash Pate is offering $100,000 of the thieves' money for information leading to the arrest of that landscaper from California.
Oh my God.
Yes. Is this the tip line? Is this the tip line? I would like to identify a possible
1-800 go fuck yourself. That's the tip line.
Yes, it is a corgi. And I do believe the corgi is getting ready to have weapons of mass destruction.
Yep.
Just like a Gundam.
Yep.
Yeah, Gundam. I cannot give you any more information, sir.
He's landscaping at a private retirement village for a woman who cleans toilets.
Yeah.
Get to all safe passage to the right side, sir. I want to know the actual crime that I'm committing. I do not consent to give you my information if it's not a lawful crime.
I just told you the crime.
That's not a lawful
providing
crime.
That to me. I would suggest you do that because this is going to get way worse than you have to have.
her?
Okay, it's not a lawful crime. Because I said so.
Yep.
It's like all the frauders, right? I have the right to resist an unlawful arrest, and I say it's an unlawful arrest.
Can you prove that, sir?
Like, okay. So you can fight with the cops because you think it's an unlawful arrest. Okay.
My phone, so she called somebody to come grab her, and I say I didn't commit a crime.
I told you you did.
I did not commit a crime. You told me, but I'm telling you, as a public officer, I did not commit a crime. You're telling me statutes and codes, but you're not telling me the actual crime.
I'm suggesting you provide that information to me because you will get arrested.
I do not consent.
You don't have to consent.
Yes, you do.
Once
you need
I
consent.
believe that you have committed a crime.
What is the crime?
I told you suspended insurance, suspended plates.
What is the crime? Okay, she get my phone to where she call somebody to get her, and I don't want it to escalate, but it seems like you're trying to escalate, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do.
I'm explaining to you. You're not providing it.
You're going to do whatever you're going to do. I don't want her being traumatized by nothing that's going on right now.
So provide me with your information.
I don't have to.
You know, I often don't want my wife to be traumatized. And so what I do is I let all of my stuff expire, and then I drive very fast.
Yes.
And get myself pulled over.
Yes.
And then refuse to open my window and don't give them any information. And so they eventually break my window because I don't want my wife to be traumatized.
Yes. Yes.
And the other thing I do is I hit people and then don't stop.
Yes.
Because I don't want my wife to be traumatized.
Yes. Yes. That makes perfect sense. It does.
How does this? How do you even think this is coherent logic?
It's not. It's narcissism. It's not. It's not.
You're legally required to do it.
I don't have to consent to give you my information. That's private.
No,
that is
not.
private.
Not right now. It's not private.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, it's not.
That is.
So.
That is. I don't get no. You need a warrant to go through anything in my car. Yes, you do. You need a warrant.
That's not what it is.
Yes, you do.
A warrant?
When you go to court,
I'm letting you know.
Yes, you need a warrant to get anything out of his car.
Okay. Right.
Including his driver's license, because that's in his wallet. And you can't just go reach into his wallet and get it.
Yes.
Except when you arrest him and it's a search incident to arrest.
Yes. Yes.
But, okay.
You will get arrested if you don't provide that. I'm trying to help you.
I don't want to give you my information.
I'm trying to do it.
If you're going to arrest me based off a crime you said I'm committing, I'd rather get her my phone, that when she gets somebody to come get her, she go home. And like I say, I don't feel like I did a crime. You can't tell me what crime I committed.
I told you that.
There's no law saying,
there's
no law saying I have to give you my permission. You need my consent. So if you want to arrest me, that's what you're doing without my
You are correct. There is no law that says that you have to give your consent. I don't think that's what he meant to admit to, but that's what he said. There is no law saying that. Yeah.
I need you to step out, man.
Why am I stepping out, sir?
Listen, I need you to step out now.
Come on. Get my stuff.
Step out.
Can she get my stuff?
I need you to step out now.
Can she get my stuff?
I want to take care of it. I'm Sergeant Williams. I'm a supervisor on scene. I'm here for transparency, and I'm here to hear your side of the story. When I understand your plates are suspended for registration, you're involved in a vehicle accident.
That ain't crime. A vehicle accident based off you flashing me. What? I can't stand in the middle of the road. I have to pull off to a safe spot. You can't stand in the middle of the road, right? I pull off to a safe spot. Somebody jumps off and I stop. Okay, I want to see is that person okay. If I wasn't being put over, none of that would have happened. I'm saying, what is the crime that I'm committing?
Right now, I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle.
Okay, before I stop the vehicle, I get her my phone and my items to where she can call somebody and get her. She's sitting on her phone is broke.
You can leave.
I don't want to make no sudden movements until I know I have you guys.
Well, that's why I'm the supervisor on scene. That's why whatever you asking me to do, I can take care of that because you are being recorded right now. I can, whatever items you want me to give her, whatever, but you have to step out at this point. Okay?
Like I say, I don't consent to my car being searched.
Put the taser to
You really
his
don't have
neck.
discretion because it's implying consent because your license plate is suspended.
I don't, but this is my property.
I'm asking, sir, you have every right, sir, you have every right to file a complaint if you think your rights are being violated. But at this time, I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle, please.
I want to know the crime.
Suspended registration, sir.
Can you show me the code?
We can when we step out.
If I step out, that's like giving you consent to go into my personal
Sir, but
space.
I'm asking you.
And when I step out, there's no guarantee what will happen to me.
Would you like to file a complaint at the end of this traffic stop?
You're trying to.
Okay. He keeps acting like if he steps out, that's somehow going to do something. If you stay there, they can drag your ass out.
Yep.
And it gets much worse.
Ooh, Ooh, I like that. I like it when it gets worse.
I know. It makes for good content.
Yes.
I wish he still had his window up though, so that we could see a window smash. If we haven't seen it, I need to find a good window smash.
Take me to jail.
We're not trying to take you to jail. We're trying to identify you and this person.
I don't have to get my personal information to identify who I am.
Sir, I'm asking you to lawfully step out of this vehicle, please.
I'm gonna step out because I don't want to.
Do not reach for anything.
I'm not reaching for nothing. My head's outside. I'm gonna step out. I don't want to.
Put your feet, put one foot
I got my hands out the car so you can't say
your foot
I
don't want you reaching for anything.
Put your foot
hands out
out.
the window.
So come out.
Sir, can I please get on my own merit?
So move your feet out.
I am, but you gotta grab me. I'm finna comply. Do not grab me.
Okay, now he wants to step out on his own merit. You've had 15 minutes to get out of the fucking car.
Yep.
Now, when you realize, oh, maybe they're serious, now you want to get out on your own merit. Okay.
Make sure the other side stays.
Do not grab me.
So
do not grab me, sir. Let me.
Move your feet.
And the fact that you haven't done this gives them no reason to believe you.
Yep.
That's the other thing they don't take into account. They have no reason to believe you. Because you've been nothing but defiant this whole entire time. So why would they take your word for it now?
Let me step out. I'm just put my hands out the car. I'm not trying to be extra, you know?
Turn around.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Hands on the vehicle.
Stop. Put him away from the car.
Hands on the vehicle.
Relax. Just relax. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
I'll do any sudden movements.
Crazy.
What's the plan? That's a whole scene.
Right, turn around. Turn around.
It's not. I should have been pulled over if I ain't did nothing harmful on the roads. I did nothing to nobody. You need consent.
No, you don't.
I don't. You just do to get going.
All right, go ahead over there.
Right here, boss. Hey,
sit with me.
You get a ID?
No.
You gotta get your name and date of birth, sir.
All right.
Put his hands behind his back then.
Can you please get on my phone with my stuff? So she get on.
It looks like Illinois. That looks like no, maybe not.
What did you think it looked like?
Like Lower Wacker Drive.
Oh.
With the train above. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You
Not
don't
sure.
have permission to go in my pocket and snatch my things. You don't have permission. You don't have permission to go in my stuff.
No, it's
Crazy.
He told you before your license.
You don't have permission to go into nobody's
You can argue.
Now look at this guy with the Horace Grant glasses on. would you want to mess with him?
No.
Oh, yeah, like
I would. But that's another story.
How drunk am I? How drunk am I in this scenario? That's the real question here, Phil.
For those of you who aren't aware, Horace Grant was a basketball player with Michael Jordan on the Bulls teams, and he was a bruiser. His whole job was to foul the other team. That was it. and he had these great goggles on, although they were white.
Yeah.
Although they were white, but yes.
Yeah, that's true. Tomatoes. It just
Okay.
reminds me of Lower Wacker
In the
Drive.
scenario of me messing with that cop, what's my BAC?
I'm gonna go 0.81.
No, it's gotta be way higher.
Because you're a lightweight. Because
I
you're
am not a lightweight, sir. You're gonna have to go way higher for me to fight him. We're gonna be triple digits.
That in court. You can argue that in court if you want to. You can argue that against your complaint.
Well, you refuse to ID yourself. I don't want. What federal law says I have to ID myself? You're on a traffic stop, man. What federal law says I have to ID myself?
Well, this wouldn't be Wacker because these are the sheriffs.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it just reminded me of it. That's all. Yep.
Yep.
You guys, state law is not over federal. You guys even ID yourself to me.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
Man, if you suspended, just say suspended, bro. I got my license. No, we're talking about your license. Please. So I'm gonna get her out now? Okay? Yeah. Okay.
In the end, Joshua Neely was taken into custody and charged with obstruction.
Oh, wasn't that pleasant?
It was.
Wasn't that pleasant?
It was.
He needs a skateboard.
It was lovely.
He needs a skateboard. He needs a skateboard. He needs a skateboard. How is your skateboarder?
He's gone. I'm married to a cop now, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. That tall drink of
Yeah.
water the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
You wanted
Yeah.
to climb its tall tree and shake its cherries. Yeah.
It's about time.
Yep. Well, we've come to the end of another show. How was it? How was it?
It was
Did you have
good.
fun?
It was good.
It was good.
Have fun.
Jim wasn't
Yeah,
here. That's good. That's good.
That's always a pleasant time. It's always,
I know.
it's
I know.
it's like the toxicity clears.
I know. It clear.
And
it's clean air. It's it's fun. Tomorrow's his birthday. I think he's 74 or something.
Yep. Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yep.
So we have a big show planned for tomorrow. We have a surprise for him.
Oh, I love that.
Well, you know what it is.
I do.
Yes.
Hmm.
Do you not check your messages?
I don't
She's
remember.
been busy.
I haven't had internet, and I don't know if I.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm behind
check-
because of.
Check your messages. Check your messages.
Okay. All right.
She's been busy with that tall drink of water.
Yeah.
Yes, a tall drink of water. It's got that fire hose of a straw. She's been sucking up that tall drink of water. Yeah.
Hey Phil, I'm so glad she's okay. I'm so glad she's okay.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
We've been kind of again breathing a big sigh of relief. It was
Yeah.
a long night.
Yeah,
last night.
exactly.
Long night.
Exactly.
We're waiting to hear from how everything was going.
Yeah.
And then they try to scare you. They're like, we may need to keep her another 24
Yeah.
hours.
Well, that's
Like,
for their
fuck you.
liability. That's for their
Fuck
liability. They just want to make sure. Yeah. It's frightening, and they take advantage of you a little bit because they know how much you love your pet. Yeah.
Well, and it's not like you have a choice, right? It's she's you have to go there, to get her.
Yeah.
And then they try and make big things. Now, originally they said that she'd probably have to wear the cone of shame because she had stitches.
But she's
You're
fine,
like,
right? Yeah.
Well, they go. We'll send you home with the cone of shame because she may try and scratch herself. And then when we go to pick her up, they're like, yeah, she hasn't really been messing with it, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
and
they
she's
just
not really
want to
much
be.
of a scratcher,
They
so
just want to be sure. Yeah.
I know.
And it's important to observe her after an injury like that, you
Right.
know, for inflammation and stuff. I mean, it's important that they watched her. Yeah.
Yeah, they just what they tried to say initially. What they said is, we'll keep her for 24 hours. You know, we want to clean up her scrapes and everything else, and her, you know, because she had cut her ear, right, and so it bleeds profusely. So you have to
Yeah.
get the bleeding stopped. So she
Yep.
needed stitches in order to do that.
Yep. Yep.
And so, but then last night, you know, they call about, I don't know, midnight or so. They're like, yeah, we went and did this, but you know, it may be, you know, we may want to keep her another 24 to 48 hours. We're like, no.
Yeah.
No, you asshole! Give me back my dog.
Yeah.
You know, like,
No.
no.
Zoe, stop.
So then we went to go get her today. You know, we called and they're like, yeah, she's doing great, and you know, she's came through fine and everything else, and our blood work looks great and everything. And so they're like, you can come get her. So we go to get her, and that's when they're like, yeah, she hasn't really been messing with it. So, you know, unless she starts scratching. I'm like, well, she's not really much of a scratcher normally. She like, what she does is like to rub her nose in the dirt and roll around and scratch herself on the grass.
Yeah.
Can
Can you put like hydrogen peroxide on her when she does that?
What?
After she rolls in the dirt?
Oh, probably now, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep it clean and dry. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so far she hasn't. I mean, she's only you know, gone outside because but she comes off of anesthesia. She's usually groggy for about a day.
Yeah.
And then it'll be tomorrow. Will be the real, I guess, telltale sign. But we have some pain meds for her, so she's moving around like she's stiff. So
yeah, of course she is. Soft tissue injuries. Yep.
Yeah, I wish I would be too if I got, you know, trapped under a car.
I know, really. I know.
Be a little sore, a little stiff and sore.
Little sore. Yep.
No. Anywho. Well,
thanks, everybody.
Any last words of encouragement?
Love you all. Be safe.
Okay.
See you tomorrow. And again, Phil, so glad she's okay. Yep.
Me too. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this show. We will see you tomorrow for Jim's birthday extravaganza.